Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. Graspian's here, over there on the YouTubes. Greetings. I don't know if YouTube has changed something, but all of a sudden today, for at least some people, I started seeing the whole YouTube username in the chat rather than your sort of friendly screen namey type of thing. Yours is doing it now, Graspian, and Pete's was doing it earlier during the premiere. I don't know what the heck, if it's a YouTube thing or, well, Pete said it actually looked that way for him too. So I don't know, YouTube must have monkeyed with something. It is weird, yes. I don't know if they like deleted friendly usernames or something. I mean, mine is still just but I never had a custom username for mine. I just always had it at Wally1169. So I don't know whether that's a certain people thing or if it's something weird with YouTube. Who knows? Anyways, back to the game, or into the game. So last time we did a bunch of building. I don't remember what of right now, but we did a bunch. It included circuits too, electronics too, which was kind of our next step of things we needed to do to make some more progress. And we set that up over here, kind of nearish the sand, but also not, kind of pointing in the direction of most of the things that are coming into it. Looking at the settings, yeah, who knows? YouTube did something. So we have some progress to work on, I think. And one of the things that we wanted to work on today was construction 4. We had a few things we wanted to get to before we got to that. I think we should start with some of the easy ones first, specifically both the fuel tank, extra fuel tank, and the upgraded bridge, which will increase radar range again. Also, it'll increase our battle score by a fair amount. Boosts our fuel tank, which gives us more range, I assume. Boosts our crew requirement, of course, and our hit points go up as well. So that'll really do a lot of help a lot for us. But also, it's going to cost us a bit of stuff. So we'll go ahead and let the ship get, or let the factory get that stuff provided. At least we have the steel now. We had 2,500 or so, which is really good. We have over here, we have 3.7k, but some of that's locked off that can't be picked up because it's in requester chests like this one. So, yeah. Anyways, what else did we unlock semi-recently that we have not built yet? Let's go back down. I think we can call this one done, which is the one we did at the end of the last, making silicon and electronics. So let's take care of that. The things below here, I think we were still holding off on doing any of those. For various reasons. So the next thing in the list, sort of chronologically here, is snacks. And we can now do something with snacks because we unlocked, at some point, canola, which is up here. We need to plant some canola, and then we need to make some cooking oil out of canola so that we can make snacks out of either corn or potatoes, salt, oil, and plastic. Hopefully the plastic is going in the packaging. I heard clicks. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Rock. Oh, maybe you won't be fine. Where am I dumping rock right now? I'm dumping rock here, which... Oh, I didn't show you guys this, too. Let's talk about this, too. Let's do like this. Give them more places to dump rock. So, I've done a couple of things, and I've done a couple of things for a couple of different reasons. I want to pull this down to level 3, so we can put some dirt on top of it for the parts we're not going to dig down further. But then I also dug down here so that I could have access to some more sand, and then I ramped it back up again here to come out on level 1. And the reason for level 1 is what we talked about last time. We do want to have it not be 0, I think. At least I want it to not be 0 just in case, but because 0 is sea level. And so we're putting it at level 1, which puts us just above sea level. And we're pushing rock out here. And why? Well, turn that one off. Because underneath the ocean here, for at least a bit of a ways out, you can kind of see it, but mostly not. Looking out here, there is sand underneath the water. Now, I'm not going to get all of it out. But for at least a while, I want to be able to push out and pick up the sand. So we're going to put some rock out here in the ocean and fill it in with and fill it in with rock, that is, and then dig it all back out again, down to get to the sand. And in order to do that successfully, we need to have we need to have some rock there in order to accomplish it. But also, I don't want to put a whole bunch here just to dig it all back out again. So right now it's going in at level 1. And then when we fill it back in after we dig the sand out, that'll come back at level 4. And then whenever we decide we've done enough sand here, we've gotten down deep enough, etc., etc., then we will we'll fill it all into level 4 out to whatever line we follow out here, which is gonna be, I mean, you can see here where the world ends. I don't know that I want to go all the way to the edges, because I do want to accommodate possibly having some of these out here, possibly this out here, and or this. So I don't want to go all the way to the edges, but I do want to get closer to the edges. So maybe we go, there's the edge right there. Maybe we go about 10 or something blocks back, and that's where we make the edge of our world. I don't know yet, because I don't know how much rock I'm really going to get out of these mountains, how much sea I can fill in with the mountains. So we're kind of going to play that a little bit by ear, and maybe not go out very far, like maybe just go out just to where the edge of any existing land is, and then stop there, and then push our way out later, kind of location by location. So anyways, we did that. Let's unpause. Copper is still whining. So we do need more places to dump more rock, which we do have over here also. I just need to give them more spots to dump it. So let's give them more space here. Go. And I also did, we also did space these out a little bit further. They are now 1, 2, 3, 4 apart. So that'll hopefully be a little bit better too. Oh, I should also expand the dirt dumping options. Here and oopsie. Here. Okay, so we'll do that sort of next. But we need to plant canola so that we can make some snacks. So let's plant canola here next to the soybeans. And I'll just do a flippity. That. I want to tweak this though. Canola comes out on the shoots. Yes, I mean shoot. So I want to tweak it to be more like this one, where I have the extra container out here, and it doesn't go over to the other one. So let's do this. Pull you out by 1. You're going to be canola. And then we need to have that cleaned up so that I can put this in. To have that cleaned up so I can put this in. I guess I could have Unity deleted it, but I thought they would come out here faster than that. Is that you? You coming here? No. Also, does my sound weird? It does. Game sounds weird. Here we go. Plug that in. I will be muted for just a minute while I fix that. Much better. Okay. I have to reboot my sound whatever system to fix that. Oh, and we need to make this as canola. Make sure this is canola. Words. There we go. And then we need to build the snack maker here. We could make it right here next to this. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. It really depends on whether it fits. You know, like we did with the tofu. So let's take a look at what snacks looks like a bit here. That's made in a food processor, right? I think. Let's delete canola, because we just made it. Snacks. Made in a food processor. So we go to that one, and you can be. We're gonna option for both, but because the corn one makes more, we're for the same amount of input materials, we're gonna primarily do the corn one. So then we need to have oil being made, which is made in a what? Mill. Canola will dry. Oh, I didn't hook the water up. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's hook the water up. Don't do this. I'm going to unity the water pipe. Don't dry up on me. Got him. Oh, it did. No, I didn't. It died. All right. Well, whatever. Oopsie. Yep, we lost the canola. All right. I messed up. Didn't do all the things. Could have done all the things. Okay, so oil was made in a what again? Food mill. So we want to make oil. We're going to make canola oil. There's not a whole lot of other use for canola besides oil, which is why I didn't want to make the soybean oil, because we have other uses for soybeans. We have no other use for canola besides oil. So that basically outputs oil and animal feed. So we could put this elsewhere and just make the oil here maybe, and output the oil and the animal feed there. So we can decide. The quantity of haulables is equal, so it doesn't really make a difference which one we do. But the oil, was the oil for other things? Yeah, we need the oil for cake and snacks, and if we ever decide to make diesel from it, we could kind of do it. And diamond paste later on. So yeah, we're going to want to have oil exportable anyways, so we might just make this stuff somewhere else. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do that. We just unlocked another thing. It's fine. Let's put you more or less in line with these other things. And then put this bridge in here. Buy a truck. There you go. Go ahead and unpause the bridge so it can get made. Let's pull you out. Actually, one more. I have some space there. I might even do one more than that. We need to have an output tank. Just control build that one. And then we need to have an output bucket, which I will not control build this one. And then you can go like this. That'll be fine. Please give me, there we go. There, and there. This will need an output option, and it'll be oil. And I think that's basically it. You go in here, obviously. Yeah, we'll just go right there. That's a good spot, because it kind of puts these outputs in line with that. It's kind of a nice place. Unpause those, so that way we can turn this canola seed into oil. And then we come back to this option, for this setup. So we need to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inputs. Convenient. All right, so let's do 1, 2, 3 of those. One for salt, one for potatoes. Oh, I see what I did. One for corn. And then we need to have one of these for plastic. And we need to have one of these for oil. Now, did I put all those? All those are right together. Do I want to shape them in some other way? This will be fine. This could go... I'm going to need to at least have it be out by 2. Let's see. You're there. You're there. That's centered. If I go this way 1, then I only need to have it out by 2 spaces instead of 3. So we'll go there. This is all small numbers. Yeah, 24 is my biggest number. And we'll just feed them all in directly. Do salt here. And demand. We'll do, it doesn't matter, but corn here. Alphabetically reasons. And then potato here. Like I said, hopefully we'll never actually use the potato recipe. It'll just be here for if it's needed for some reason. You go here. I need to F this. There we go. You go there. And then pipe goes here. You'll be plastic. And you will be oil. Cooking oil. Oh, and demand. 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 Okay. Then output here is snacks and biomass. So we need to deal with both of those. One is on a flat belt. One is on a bucket belt. You could go... One of them's got a bend. Okay. This will be biomass always. Get rid of it. And this will be... What are we making again? Snacks. Snacks like that. So you'll go... Oopsie. And this is output of 24 or 18. A small amount. And then a larger amount. Or a even smaller amount there. So this could get put basically anywhere. And I think given that it doesn't... I mean, one oil's there. Salt is over here. Plastic is over here. What else we got? Corn and potatoes are right in here. We could just put it in this kind of area. Maybe just put it right here next to this. Go a little bit apart, like maybe there. And that'll be good. Make them to snacks. Let's not demand the potatoes right off so that we can make... oh, and we are going to need more corn. Yeah, we're going to need more corn. Okay, so let's step up the corn for the soil fertility for the corn. Go up to 70%, 80%. Let's do 80%. We're using a little bit of fertilizer now. Finally. Oop, you do. I just realized that I lost. You've had two... sorry, Grantsman. I accidentally hid the YouTube chat and just figured that I just found out that I did. Lots of ads. Pickups. Yeah, who knows with YouTube. We had some lag. I think it was in yesterday's premiere too, but today's was fine. So I don't know. And you're talking about like putting the storages here and here rather than in a line here. Yeah, I agree with you. I thought about it. Or making them U-shaped even, like putting the bucket, one bucket here, one bucket here kind of thing. Eh, it's fine. Okay, so as soon as corn gets imported, we'll start making snacks, which we do not have enough corn or something. Yeah, we don't have enough corn, so we need more corn. I could let them start using potatoes first, but I think I will just... Wait. The output ones? Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, I could have put those elsewhere too. Yeah, it's fine. Space is kind of not really an issue here on this map, so it doesn't bother me that much. We can delete that, even though we haven't made them yet. Oh, we need to do this, though, too. So I need to copy, once again, one of these. Put it down right there. Set it to snacks. And snacks. And then make it so that we can sell those to the people and fulfill all of our... Another one of our categories here. Oh, we actually have an issue with vegetables. That's not good. I do have... them being made here and here. You can kind of see a trend here on this. We could probably use some more wheat. Let's step up the fertility for wheat a bit too. And then we have corn and potatoes and potatoes and vegetables and vegetables and potatoes. I think I should add another vegetable into one of these rather than upping the fertility though, because we don't need a lot more potatoes. So I will probably still use one food per market, even if I do the Mark IIs. It'll just have two of the same ones. It's a lot of a hassle, from my experience, to have two different ones in the same market. So once we need more capacity in the markets, i.e. once this number gets too low because we have too many people, then I will just upgrade to the 2s and have double the amount. The issue with this number is once it gets to 99, it doesn't go any higher. So I don't want it to show 99. I'd rather have it show me a number, even if that number isn't high enough. So it's kind of a balancing thing, I guess. Can we get corn? Or should I just start making potato snacks? There we go. Here comes some corn. Somebody get corny. There it goes. Where are you going? You're going up. Oh, you're going up there. I think I did that already. No, I didn't. You're right. Good catch, Victoria. Thank you. I did that for the oil, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Large tree harvester is bored. Okay, that means you can't reach this tree. You can't reach that tree. You can't climb this. You can't climb that. And so, what I'm going to do is disallow your trucks and drive you back down here next to the vehicle thingy, just so I know where you're at. Corn yet? Yes, we got corn. We didn't get enough corn, but we got corn. Alright. Works. Everything else is full, though. Plastic, salt, and oil. Well, oil's not full yet, but it's filling up. It's going to take it a while because we just started making oil. So, gotta wait. Oh, we can remove ship bridge and fuel tank from the list here because we just did that. We just also finished the last of the researches we had queued, which takes us all the way up to Research Lab 3, which is the last of the researches we can do, with the exception of these 3 pollution ones that we'll probably do at least some of shortly. Something. Oh yeah, ship. So in order to launch the ship again and go do some more damage, we need some more people. So let's do an upgrade again. No, not pause, you idiot. Upgrade. That adds 80 to 140. That adds 60 people, which will give us just enough. Alright, here comes the corn snacks now. Let's get some Fritos going, everybody. Here comes the truck to pick up the Fritos. And you're going to take them in here, of course. And we should have... Actually, we already had some delivered. Even better. We need 7.9 of those every month. This will make, if it's able to provide everything it needs, this will make... Oh, actually, I don't know how much this will make. Because I don't know how much corn we're actually getting out of this right now. Yet. We're getting 9.3 corn, but we're not getting to use it all. And it's basically 1-to-1. Oh, we did drop off some potatoes, though. Basically 1-to-1 corn to snacks, so... You have to look up Fritos. It's Fritos. They're a corn chip. But they're not like corn chips you might have with Mexican food. They're a different kind. So we're making some potato snacks too. Some potato chips. Or crisps, you might call them down where you're at. I don't know. I assume you probably follow the British term. But yeah, Fritos are a corn-based chip, but yeah, they're different than like tortilla chips. Corn. Yeah, it's fine. This is basically taking any surplus potatoes we have, which is fine with me. Anytime this gets over this line, a truck will dump some off there. Similar to what we're doing here. This must have just been not accepting any, so they took them there. Just chips for crisps and hot chips for... Yes, yeah, so... Oh, you... So you call... What we call French fries, you call hot chips? I mean, I get it. It makes more sense than just calling them... It's more specific, I guess. That's NZ speed. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I figured if you followed either, it would be more likely be the British rather than the American. Alright, so we're good here on snacks. Good enough here. It'll stabilize more as we get more corn coming out. That's just going to be a little bit of a curve going on there. We have the people coming in now. We don't have them yet. We have room for 42 more. So once we get to the 90 people we need without turning the beacon on and annoying me, we'll do that. We're full up on Electronics 3. So I think I should either add another one of these or upgrade to Uniswords 3. Given the fact that this is 4 times the size, and I don't think we're going to need that many, let's just add another one. Call it a day. Took you a long while to adapt to calling them chips? So you do call them chips down there. That's interesting. I figured you would call them crisps. Okay, so that gives us that. We'll do the hospital stuff, but I think we should just skip that for the moment and do another farm real quick for fruit. I misplaced. Okay, there we go. That means we need to run all this pipe. Wait a minute. Did we not have any fertilizer 2 coming out? I thought I did that. Didn't I do that? What's going on? Oh, I did it. Did it again. How many times is that going to burn me? Okay, there we go. So let's build this farm. We need to run this pipe, of course, as per usual. Wait, you aren't originally from New Zealand, or you aren't something, right? You migrated there from somewhere else? Is that correct? Am I remembering that, or am I interpreting that correctly? I didn't remember it. There you go. You do those, please. And this, we need to set this to be just fruit. Wait. Oh, fruit needs... All right, never mind. We need a greenhouse for fruit. So we'll get our first greenhouse built, which means I can remove that from the list. There we go. You're from the UK. Okay. 20 years? Okay, well, that's a little bit of time then, yeah. And I am not making any... I mean, you know what? Actually, I could put fruit in these as a secondary. Should I? No, I'll just leave it the way that it is. Okay, let's go. But let's take this like that. Put it down here, and I'm just taking for right now the single piece here, not the other part. Just kind of balance things. And then we can make that so as well. That'll be fruit here. So the greenhouses are more expensive. They take glass, of course, in construction parts 3 versus this that just takes construction parts 2. Takes 60 of them, and this is 100 and 160. But, well, you need it for fruit and something else, I think, maybe later. And it produces more at a faster rate kind of thing than the farms do. So there's a greenhouse 2 coming as well, I think. And that's even better / faster. So you kind of get improvements along the way. I just spent some people, so now we're not going to have enough people. So let's upgrade that again. Also prep a station here for fruit delivery. And then fruit will go into the category with vegetables, which means we won't need as many vegetables as we are needing now. It'll cut in half or so. We'll have to deal with that eventually. But this at least helps with everything, so good. Yeah, so we can take fruit off the list. That was an easy one, so I figured we could knock that one out. Hospital's a little bit more complicated, which is why I pushed and delayed it slightly. So hospital, we need to figure out how to make medical supplies. Well, we can figure it out easily enough. But medical supplies are made from disinfectant and medical equipment. Disinfectant needs ethanol and plastic. And medical equipment needs steel and plastic. So we need a bit of plastic coming in. And we also then need steel, and we need to make ethanol. And ethanol, I think we're going to make from... Oh, I forgot about this. From sugar. Rather than using corn mash, I think I'm going to wait for sugar, because I think sugar's not used for much either. We'll need it for antibiotics at some point. We'll also need it for cake. But I think I want to use sugar for that. And sugar is... as sugar does... over here someplace. Where is sugar? Oh, here it is right here. So I think what we'll do is skip hospitals and medical equipment for now and wait and do it when we get over here to sugarcane. So let's do construction parts 4. The thing I named the episode after. Good thing we got there, huh? Okay. So this... Wait, why? Oh, that's weird that that still says 0, even though we've made 1 billion of those. Weird. For this, we need just an assembly 3, electronics, and the construction parts 3. Easy to make. And then we need to upgrade our maintenance depots, or add a maintenance depot. No. Wait a minute. We need to add a maintenance depot 2. I did find the sugar seeds, but I can't do it until I have lab 3, which I don't have built yet. So we have to do the research upgrade first. But before I do the research upgrade, I want to do power generation. So yeah, we'll get there. All right, so that's not so bad. Maintenance depot 2 is easy enough, and you have to do them in tandem still with the maintenance depot 1. You can't... Things that require maintenance 1, which is the white maintenance tracked here, will not take maintenance 2. They will only take maintenance 1. It's kind of weird that... Well, I guess it's not an upgrade, is it? So we have to build this for everything. Nerd, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for the lurk. So... For maintenance 2, we just need mechanical parts and electronics. Was I smart in putting... No, I didn't. Okay. So let's do a maintenance... Do the maintenance part first? No, I don't think we can. I think we have to build the construction parts first. And I think that is because... Where the hell is maintenance at? I thought it was over here. I think this needs... Yeah, this needs purple construction parts. Okay, so let's do those first then. Those will be down here. We need one of these. Making those. They need 6. This makes 6, so we should increase down the line here. This here can be added on to like this. This here can go there, and this can be added on. Why you just not connect to it? No. Weirdo. Oh, I know why. I had R on. There we go. Okay. That. More on. Alright, and you go there. And then we can build all of those things. Now, of course, by increasing that, now we need to have double this. So we need to have 24 yellows, which are here. That's what we're currently making. So I'm just going to take a copy of this like this once again and smack it down on top of that like that. And we'll add a third one of those. That'll give us 36 of those, which means we need to have 24 times 3 or 72 of these. And that means that we need to add one more of these as well, because we're only making 72 of them right now, which means that I need to move this out. So you, my friend, move away. That. Is that gonna fit? No, I gotta go one more. And then control shift. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You go in there, please. And then let's make that so as well. And you're gonna need obviously a belt extension there too, which we can make it so as well. Or did I push that in? Where did I have that aligned at? There. That's fine. Do it right there. Make it so. We also, though, want to add in one of these right here. For construction parts 3. recycling. Because for the same reason we have these other ones, we're going to need this one. Alright, so we're making up to 96 of these now. Which means we should probably check the input side. That means 4 times 12, that's fine. But 4 times 18 is not fine. So you need to have an upgrade here. Push that over there. I'm just going to do this whole stretch here. Yeah, do like that. You here. Let's upgrade this one as well. And you need 3 times 12 of that, which should be fine. Wait a minute. No. We need another one of these, too. You go there. Which means that this isn't going to work anymore. Alright. Delete that. Let's do this instead. Go in there. Go in there. Nope. Make all that so. And then we'll need to have one of these here. And over there. That's not going to work either then. Oh, I got to go up to level 3 on those. Flat lift. Flippity. There. That was stupid. Did I go too high this time? Yeah, I did. Do that again. There we go. I should have put this up one more level. And I didn't. Alright, you get deleted. You gotta get deleted. Come and get it. You go in there. Flip this one around. You go all the way out to here. And back in. A little bit different than the other guys, but that's okay. And you'll do that. And then make it so. Yeah, make it so. And then we need an output belt too. That would be good, Wally. Smart. Oh no. Delete that, please. Turn the R off. Or on, or whatever there. And then we can do that. Make it so. Okay, so you need... That's fine, numbers-wise. You're getting in... Yeah, we looked at that one already. And then these should be fine as well. Alright, so now we're down to this again. It needs an input box for electronics 2. And an output box for construction parts 4. Like so. Second belt for yellow construction parts looked empty. About like this input here? Doing it. The outputs are working. Those are inputting. I don't know which one you're specifically referring to. Okay, no problem. I'd rather that be the case than the alternative. That'll go there. So let's bring you down one more. Yeah. And push you up one more. There. This can go like that. With a flip, of course. Oh, get out of the way. Hold on, get out of the way. You go over there. You'll come out of... Which way are we coming out of? There. This. Go like that. And then these will come out here. I think construction parts 4 is the last one. Yeah, there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't need to split this last one. I don't think, for any reason. Actually, we could check that a different way. Are you used in anything? No. Okay. So this factory will get started in a moment, and we'll have some purple construction parts coming out. And then we can work on maintenance. So we can design it to start with. We have Maintenance Depot 2 here. I'm kind of thinking putting it here by the other one. Doesn't necessarily need to go there, but for this, we need to have both of those as options. Same reason we have them here. If we can output the recyclables, I want to. If we can't, then I'll take the loss, basically. This will take in 18 of these, which is still less than one of these, which is great. Which means I can actually take this whole thing here. Like that, sort of. So I could have done something better with this, but we'll go here for right now. You get deleted. You get... Actually, I can fix this even more. Oh, yeah. You can go all the way over there, then. You get deleted, you get deleted. You get a straight piece of belt there. This goes somewhere like this, maybe. And then we have another input box for electronics, whichever one it is. Electronics 2. Here, and I'm going to put them next to each other just so that they're next to each other. They don't need to be, but just so. And this can go like that. Yeah. And that'll basically be it. And then, of course, we'll have one of these on the output side, too. Just to deal with those recyclables, if and when and how we get them. I should move this now. I think that would make some sense. Let's make a copy of it. Well, and let's move it. I want to keep it out of the way. Maybe we put it up here. Next to this, next to its friend here. Go right there. Go ahead and make it so. Let's delete this input to start with. And turn as much of that into salt as we can. And I'm going to tell them to take from this first. Higher priority kind of thing. This is done already. Great. Means that we just need to empty out the last of this salt. And if I am clever, I could do that, and the trucks would actually just bring it here. Which is probably better anyway. So we can't make this yet until we have some of these made. We're at 16 right now, and we need to have 10 of them. So we should actually be able to go ahead. Unpause, please, and go. There we go. They're collecting it now. That's set to not delete yet. Delete that, please. And it'll fill that up probably before this has a chance to put much in there. There it goes already. Didn't take long. Take those parts back. That should be picking up. These should allow drop-offs. These actually shouldn't allow pickups. They're old copies. Should have these all be red here. Because once the stuff is delivered here, there's no reason to take it back. Right? Totally no reason. Alright, that's gone. Good. And it's all up here. Let's turn that off as well. Because there should be no reason to need to return salt here on a regular basis. Mark, welcome in. And Lazarick as well. I missed both of you guys in the last 2 minutes. Thanks for claiming first, Lazarick. It's focused on the things here. So that's maintenance. That's construction 4, which includes maintenance 2, which was nice. We are accumulating maintenance here. Maintenance 2 here slightly. Maintenance is kind of separated. You can kind of see a little separating bar there because those are always shown because they are so critical. The rest of these I can turn on and off So let's say I don't care about potatoes, because I kind of don't anymore. I can take those off. But also, if I wanted to rearrange it, you can. Can you rearrange these? Yeah. Let's put all the construction parts together at the top of the list, just for kind of no good reason. But that way we can kind of see them all nearby our maintenance. But you can pin whatever you want to the sidebar here, and then you can move them around as needed, even not in that window. Okay, so that takes care of that. As long as this is going well, which I think it is, you guys, where am I destroying that stuff at? Over here. Okay, so it's just a matter of truckload fulls. Yep. All right, great. So, I believe that the stuff here for these takes purple parts. Yeah, lots of purple parts. So we should probably let the purple parts accumulate a little bit. Yeah, they're there. But you know I don't have the patience for that. So we're going to start designing the new power plant. After I take a drink. Hydrate. All right. So the new power plant, or power generation 4 specifically, adds in higher tiers of the high pressure and low pressure turbines. No place to dump products. Because this is full. Oh, I never showed you guys this either. Man, am I a slacker. Yeah. I'm scooping the trash out of this hole here. I have been since sometime in the interim from the last stream. It's getting dumped into here because it needs to be sorted, because there's a lot of times there's dirt or whatever mixed into it. And they're just not moving very fast on picking it up from here and hauling it over to here, which I should have probably done with a belt, but I didn't. Oh no! There's the problem right there. That's why it's backed up. Okay, trucks, come and get it, please. There we go. Look at them come now. So we can incinerate that trash. We want to incinerate all this trash. So basically the way I had this set up, every truck that was full of only trash would dump it out in here. But if they had a mixed load, they would dump it in here. And I didn't have... And then I had this set, and that was accepting assigned only, so then it wasn't taking from yeah, oops. So, we should incinerate all that trash. And I did swap these recipes, didn't I? No, I didn't. No, that's fine. Burninating the garbage. Yeah, we're making power out of it, so that's good. So, we're still prioritizing the pressed over the loose, because the press is coming from the town, and I did not want what was coming out of the town to ever be delayed. So yeah, so we're dealing with that way. But that's fine. We'll deal with this pressed garbage soon enough here. Okay, so back to power. So we have upgraded versions of high pressure and low pressure turbines, as well as power generator. Then we also have a large cooling tower. Let's take a look at those components. Actually, we can kind of hear. But I think it'd be better to not do it here. Let's go over to our building zone over here somewhere. And let's look at power. Why does my nose itch again? If we look at high pressure turbine, the ones we have been using use 24 steam to generate 6 mechanical power. These ones will use twice as much steam to generate twice as much power. And they still output the same amount of, equal amounts of low pressure steam. The difference here is that not the workers are the same. It uses 2 generations newer construction parts, but fewer of them. But it also uses maintenance 2 instead of maintenance 1. So there's a bit of a cost difference between maintenance 1 and maintenance 2, but it's honestly not that big of a deal. So those we want. Put one of those down. This here is the same kind of deal, just as its predecessor consumes the steam output from the high pressure turbine to produce half as much power, and then outputs the same amount of depleted steam. This one consumes all of the steam output from the high pressure turbine, produces half the amount of power and outputs the same amount of depleted steam. So they kind of come in pairs, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you wanted to be crazy, you could do, you could mix tier 1s with tier 2s, as long as you made sure that the steam provision and consumption was equal. But then power generators, these ones turn 3 mechanical energy into 2 megawatts, whereas these ones turn 18 mechanical energy into 15 megawatts of electrical. So that's, what is that, a 1/3, a 33% loss, whereas this one is a 1/6 loss. So this is much more efficient. And so one of these here produces, again, 6 and 12. So for every pair of these you have together, you can put down one of these. And that's a basic power build. We, of course, still need a boiler, and we're still going to burn gas. Specifically, we're going to burn hydrogen. Because it produces only depleted steam as exhaust. And if we do the math on this, which this is where this kind of gets fun. So we produce 48 high pressure steam. That 48 is turned into 48, which is turned into 48. Which comes out as water from the large cooling tower, which is quite a bit larger. Let me go find one of the other ones. It's quite a bit larger. But it does process through 4 times as much. So, I mean, that's good. And it's also more efficient. This one is 50% efficiency. This one is, on depleted steam, is 75% efficient. So that's even better. So yeah, we want these. So take you with me. This will produce, or this will, let's see, we have 48 here. Move over there, please. Which is half of this. But we also have 36 of this coming out from this. So that is 48 and 36, which is 84. 84, which becomes... okay, I'm not doing that math in my head. 84 divided by 4 times 3. 63 water out. But this only needs 48 water to run. The hydrogen fuel makes this recipe, or this power, net positive in water. Which means we need to deal with the water. We can always dump it, but we can also use it as runoff water and feed it into concrete production or into farming or into basically whatever we want. And I'm probably going to just feed it into farming, initially at least. But we'll see. And we can just dump it into the ocean if we need too much of it too. If we make too much of it, I mean. Any surplus kind of thing. So, where am I at? Right here. So, so this is kind of the ratio that I stick with. I run the, I run this as a set, as a unit, and if I want to double the power production or more, then I just add a whole nother unit, because, well, 2 of these equals that. I also have to worry about 2 of these, so I need to make sure this is kept kind of balanced and insane a little bit here. So, we just need to figure out how to line this up. I'm going to move you over a bit that way. Please go over there. Thank you. And I'm going to move you over here, I think. Square it up with that, maybe. And then I guess you can come back by 1. And maybe you can go down by... Might work. This will go like that. Yeah, like that curve. This will go in here like this. And like that one. This can go straight in like that, and then this, of course, comes this way. Any big numbers on these? Yes. Well, you were only going to be 48. You were only going to be 36, so that's fine. But the 70, or the 63 coming out means we need to have a pipe 2 coming out of this. Which is, yay. Oh, this is full of trash again? Yeah, okay. It's just going to take them some time to work through that. That's fine. It's itching. Yeah, it's just going to take some time. So the biggest concern I have here is this is going to consume 72 hydrogen, which we're already consuming over here with this one anyway. But it's going to also produce 15 megawatts. Whereas this one here is only producing 6 times 2, which is 12. So I guess it's the same. Basically the same. At some point we might consider setting up an oil refinery that can feed directly into, say, a few of these. I don't remember how much hydrogen we were making from an oil refinery. But it's 28 times 8 plus 6 times 8, basically, minus a fair amount. 28 times 8 plus 6 times 8. Minus 9. Minus... Actually, quite a bit, because we're using a fair amount of 2 of these, I think. How much are we actually using of hydrogen here? Burning. I don't remember how much steam we're actually using. We're using a good chunk of that, though. Let's say 1.5. So that's another 108. Minus 9, minus 108. We're only netting about 155 hydrogen per minute out of this. Which is basically the equivalent of... whatever we were at here. 2 of these. A little bit more than 2 of these. So, yeah, we basically, if we made a whole oil refinery of this size, it would keep 2 of these things alive. Like, a double of this alive. That's quite a bit. So I'm thinking, just dangerous. What I'm thinking is, this is that end. And we put one of these on this side. And this is kind of an end cap. And then we do our flywheels over here. And remember, these are bigger. These are basically bigger than this, so I think 6 flywheels wouldn't be a bad idea here. We could do maybe 4 also. But then what I'm thinking is, in the future, well, would that work? Will that work? In the future, we could do something like this. and then have its power generator and flywheels coming off this way. And honestly, we could keep either one. Like we could keep this one and make that one, or make this one and keep that one. It doesn't really matter. But that way, the hydrogen gets delivered to the center, and then the water recycling, which is going to be 63 coming out of each of these, can go into a... Are you just complaining because of... I bet you we've got more need for rock dumping. Yeah, we do. Let's extend this out once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That. Like this. Keep going. We're probably full over here again, and I'm going to need to make some adjustments to this in order to pull that off. So we'll just dump it over there for right now, and we'll fiddle with this later. I'm going to want to push this whole edge out, though, eventually. But we got lots to go, so we're fine. So I could do either one. I could do left or right here. It would work out the same way either way. Oh, the power or the water thing, right? The water thing goes pipe balancer. We could do it there. Could also pull it out here. Even there, but I think we'll go here with it. This will have to be a pipe 2. Doing any new YouTube games for Next Fest? Yes, I am. We're starting one tomorrow. Or, well, we're starting tomorrow with them. I was going to start today, as I usually do, is starting on, no, I don't like that. Gotta do this again. I want to pull this out by one more. Starting on Tuesday, that way I have, you know, I can look at the games on Monday and then record one. But I wanted to finish where we were at with Against the Storm. So I did not do one for today. So it'll start tomorrow. Welcome into Addicted, by the way. We'll do that. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna do priority ins and outs. We're gonna have to seed this with a little bit of water to get us started. So we'll have to have a pipe coming in, and then we'll have a pipe coming out for our wastewater, our runoff, our surplus, and that'll come out however it comes out. And then we just need a tank for whatchamacallit here, and it really doesn't matter where I put it. Actually, maybe I'll go with a bigger one anyway. Yeah, big one. Let's go out like that far. Well, they have now officially finished developing it. I am still playing it because the last of the... Where are you trying to go? Up the wall. They have finally released the last major content update. As of whatever that was, a month or 2 ago now. But I'm still playing through it because I enjoy it. Bull's complaining now too? Dirt. I'll bet you I need to dump more dirt someplace. I do. Okay, so we need to reallow dirt dumping here. There we go. And we'll fill that in as appropriate. Okay. I did look it up, and it's well over 500, if you count the tutorials and everything. You know, you're complaining about what? Probably... Oh, you're complaining about stone. Okay, so it's just temporary. No problem. How is Cole doing, by the way? We are... Oh, we're down here excavating now. That's right. You're just about ready for me to do some more expansion, though, so let's push our way up into the patch a bit more. The hell of a lot of content? Yeah, I know it. An awesome game, though, so I didn't want to stop yet. I mean, no joke, it is like one of my favorite games of all time. Okay, so this power, I think planning the whole thing is a smart thing to have done, and then only building half of it is also going to be a smart thing to have done. Let's do this. You can go to there. Nope, not there. To there, to there, to there, to there. And then samesies on this side. Is that everything I need? Probably. But I like that. I like kind of the balance of the design. It's not totally mirrored because these pipes are different. Because of the way these work. I can flip it, but then it flips the shaft too, which actually doesn't matter. I assume you said auto balance on these. Which actually doesn't matter, except that then I wouldn't want them touching each other, just for reasons. But there's actually no real strong reason why they need to be connected. And the shaft is still limited to 72 megawatts, which we're now up to 12, 18, that's 36. Actually, 2 of these can be joined together in one shaft. And that's maximum amount of mechanical energy in one shaft. But I think this is okay. As I said, we'll have to pipe in some water. And then we'll have to... Actually, I should have changed this then. Let's change these. We'll have to pipe in some water and then pipe out some water, and then pipe the water out again, basically. I want that extra space there so that I can run the water pipes out the sides if I want to. I may go up, but maybe I should go up. I'll leave it there. It's fine. It gives me options that way. I don't have to rebuild the pipes later. So, we'll take this monstrosity and find a place for it. Everybody's having to drive around it. Let me spin it. Spin the blueprint a little bit here. So that they don't have to drive around it like they're doing. As much. I would like to put it over here. And I think we can. Been quite a lot with Timberborn? I have not looked at Timberborn in so often. Let's put it over here. What I think we'll end up doing... Oh, that's chunk-aligned kind of thing, too. That's disturbing. We need a few more purples. We're also a little short on yellows and electronics. But we're only building half this, so actually we're good already. But anyway, so yeah, this is... and actually, I'll leave the whole thing here, and we'll just only build half of it. So I'm going to want to continue removing this mountain. Maybe we'll build a refinery down here then and connect it up later. But for now, this is fine. You're going to need all the H we can muster here. And maybe I don't demand it all right away. Maybe we just demand like 1,000 of it or something. Go to 50%. That's fine. And then we'll have to have just a small fluid storage in here temporarily to bring in water. Not there, but there. That can be... Yeah, pipe 2 is fine. Just do it. So that could have been up by one more. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, Wally. Doesn't matter. This will need to bring in water temporarily. Won't be a problem. And then, in practicality, the water will come out and go into here. Maybe we'll just have to mix it in there. And then it'll be able to come out to this point. We'll have a balancer there. Some of it will go this way into there. Some of it will come this way out to the ocean. I think that's a good idea. So our surplus water is going to be 63 minus 48, but eventually times 2. So whatever that is, 15 times 2. So we really only need like a small pipe here. Take care of that water. It'll come down to here. And then we'll have a pipe balancer here. And then you can go maybe here. We move the base 1 tile to the left. We could, nerd. We could. I'm not going to do it. We could. Let's put this in here. I don't need one there, but I do want to have one here someplace. Maybe right there. Go ahead and build those, please. Make them so. Let's go ahead and build also. We'll do this side just for no good reason. All of that, please. This too. This, and that, and this. And this. As soon as those ramps are done, we'll build the other two pipes in. Your priority out will be here. And then we'll have to figure out where we put in a liquid dump. That looks like a good spot for me. Go gadget ramp. We'll go here. Well, I guess I need to put a thing in here too. Do this one and that one. The other one. There we go. And we want a pipe. Balancer. Right there. Make that unity so. And you'll connect into that one. Already input on that. We could... Ooh, you know what I probably should have done here? Buffer tank. Well, we may have to make changes to it if it doesn't work out. Make those so. Mark! Yeah. Probably should have done a buffer tank. That would go, like, right in there. Scheisse. I mean, I could put another one in here, too. But more thinking here, if for some reason something goes wonky, I don't know. It may not be necessary. Let's see. You are at priority 7. You're at priority 6. I'm going to make sure this is at 6 as well. Yes. Sea spider. Uh-huh. So fitting that in here means rearranging a bunch of stuff, which I don't necessarily want to do. I could do it. Be mostly just deleting the pipes and rebuilding them. We'd have to go either here or there. We'd have to move that balancer out by quite a bit. Move the hydrogen tank out by a bit. Probably a smart thing to do. And then put another one in over here, which wouldn't be a bad idea either. Grab the calendar and hat. And really, that buffer tank could just be a small one. Like, it wouldn't even have to be a flue source, too. It could just be a 1 if we wanted. Because we don't need that much of a buffer. How much of the pipe store? It depends on the length of the pipe. This particular pipe is storing 3. Which is all we're really buffering then. So I think we should do this. So let's go ahead and do it now while we're... we got it all screwed up anyway. Delete that too. Delete this and that. And this and that and this. And this one we can just move out. That means you're also in a bad spot. Or a wrong spot. So I have to move that as well. I think I'll still put a... No, we'll just put a little one in here. You've got to go there. Maybe over there. Small pipe is fine there. We'll do a pipe balancer here, and that's glad I'm much more. I'm glad we're doing this before I decided to tear down some of this. Bring in. There's gotta be a pipe too. Bring in steam from here or water from here. Like this. This. You're the priority out. You are the priority in. That. And then we need to have the H coming in here, which means we bring this back to... Actually, I could bump it right up against that. There. And you, I think I'll just take from here then instead. That. I don't know that I'll need that input, but I'm still going to have the priorities set the way that they are. And make it so... Oh, I forgot to set a recipe on this liquid dump, too. You're going to dump water. Pipe balancer again goes in here. Your priority out will be that way. Make it so. Oh no, we made these... Oopsie. Alright, just pause it. It's fine. I can do this, though. Actually, I can cancel the build on this, and they'll tear it back down again. I'll just pause that, though. It'll be fine. It takes the workers out, I think? Yeah. Bad Wally. Exactly. Will you pick up that stuff? You know what? Screw you. Unity delete. There you go. And then this goes in... right there. Alright. So this will slowly buffer up a bit of water. 15 basically at a time. But we did consume a bit by filling it into there, so there's a problem there. But it'll cycle up eventually and we'll buffer in here. Once this is buffered up, then any surplus water will go down this pipe and out. Oh, it is actually... Oh, you know what? This should be pipe 2. Oopsie. Because we're outputting 72 at a time, or, well, 12 at a time here? 12 every 10 seconds, so 72 a minute, which that little pipe couldn't handle. So there was some actually leaking out already. Where is the additional water coming from? As the pipes will stop the water being dropped off in the tank. Additional water is coming from the hydrogen, basically. So this produces 48 steam, which gets cycled through and comes out here as 48 depleted steam. Plus, there's 36 depleted steam coming out here. You see it. Okay, you see it now. Yeah, burning hydrogen produces steam, which is kind of handy if you want if you want to turn hydrogen into water, basically. All right, so we've got that. And we'll build this one again. We'll build that later. Oh, you're done. Okay, good. What we need to do then here is delete the walls, as we did before. I want to expand this slightly. Yeah. Like that. That. Like that. And then I take these out. And I want to dig down a bit here, just to get all the frickin' trash out of this place. I'm just going to dig down like one level. Like that. And then I want you also to do this on every edge. This might start to complain, but actually it's going to get emptied out here shortly. Actually, I need to force it to empty out. You're no longer going to accept... Oh, no, you do still need to accept trash. Crap. Because we're going to get trash out of this operation. Alright, so that's power generation 4. Let's remove that from the list. Guess I can delete this. Found a game-breaking bug with one of your older Star Wars games. Ooh. Shit PC port. Yeah, you're probably not going to find a fix for that now, unless there's some like exe kind of crack type of thing, or what's it called? Community-based patch for it. Really depends on how popular the game is. All right, so this, I don't want to deplete all of this hydrogen from here. We have to be careful, but I would like to slowly step this up so that we get this full of hydrogen. And then I would also like to slowly step this down. So let's delete this and eventually stop producing energy, or electricity in this one here. We're also going to take this one out, but I'm going to do them one at a time because I'm not an insane person. Exploration. We got our people in. No, we didn't get our people in. Not until we can do this. I don't have enough people for the ship right now, because I keep using them for other things. But I appreciate the reminder, because I did forget. So yeah, we need to shut these both down, because remember, this produces as much electricity as one of these. So we actually do want to build the other one, so we can take both of these out eventually. But I want to do them one at a time. As who? What are you, an owl? Let the hydrogen buffer up a bit. And then we'll get this other half built. We'll just build it all right now. We'll just build the rest of it right now. Tonight, I mean. Just gonna take some time to get rid of that coal. Going to be the one, maybe? Jonathan, I don't know what you're talking about. I think you've lost it. Okay, so while that's depleting its coal supply, let's take a quick look at... Oh no. Oh no. New hat. Let's take a look at Statue of Maintenance. This Statue of Maintenance... at the low cost of 4.3 maintenance per minute. It's a statue that not just demonstrates the wealth of your island, but also serves as a celebration of your industrial success. It has such a positive effect on your population that it reduces your island's maintenance requirements by 4%. In order to get the bonus, the statue needs to be provided with fuel gas on a continuous basis. However, if you don't maintain your statue, you will get a negative effect, because nothing demotivates your workers from performing maintenance more than seeing a broken statue of maintenance. You can build this statue multiple times should your wealth allow it, but each additional statue's effect is reduced by half. Let's take a look at that after we take a look at this, which is just complaining about the same thing as always, right? Yeah, just not enough space there. Okay, good. As long as these 2 boxes are getting emptied, I'm fine. So, statue maintenance, I think, is here. Yeah, here it is. Your system is triple what it calls for. And, yeah, I believe it. Trucks are struggling again. Oh, this is a different one. Why are you broken? That's it. Oh yeah, you're stuck there. Alright, recover. Recover. They snuck past, and then the dumping of the rocks got him. I hate it when that happens. We also need to get this thing ready to move out. How close are you to being done? You're not. Let's steal one of these. I never put extra trucks back in there? Oopsie. Alright, take one of these. Let's do this. And that. Let's go with N. And I want you to make all of this. That. Ready to go. Take these 3 out. Stop buying console games that reported to PC? Yeah, especially years ago when they didn't give a shit. Alright, so we still don't have 90 people because I haven't deleted anything yet. This, though, is almost ready. This. Text on the plaque. Life can be rough if you don't maintain your stuff, and when things fail, just look. A missing entry in the service book. So for the low price of 2 fuel gas per month, we get -4% reduction, or 4% reduction of global maintenance costs. That's pretty good. But I'd like to always build at least one of these. Multiple of them, I think, are worth half as much, but that's fine. For this one, I'm going to put it over here next to oil for a couple reasons. Mainly, it needs fuel gas fed in, so you might as well just pipe it in. No, it's a reduction labeled as -4%. It's a positive reduction, or a negative revision, or a something dark side. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I said that already. You're Espion. Yep, we're getting them as soon as we fix power. I don't want to bring any more people in right now, so we're going to get them as we get power fix. Let's build that. It's not cheap. Costs 200 construction parts, 400 concrete slabs, 300 steel, and 1,000 copper. That 1,000 copper is going to kind of kill us, I think. No, we have lots of copper. Never you mind. Never you mind. But what I should have done, probably, was upgrade this to a larger storage. So let's do that. Delete the belts. Part of the statue? No. No. Unit storage 3. Go in here. Like that. And then I'll have to figure out where the belts are supposed to go. There's no need to increase the priority of the statue. Oh, maybe you're talking about this? Yeah, maybe we should do that. Yeah, we should probably do that. If that's what you're talking about, then yes, you're right, Mark. To make sure that the statue always gets its juice here. Probably. Ah, they did it. Good. So we'll output here. We'll output here. acorn belts are fine. You and you. And then that'll give us a little bit more storage of concrete. A little bit. Why is my nose so itchy tonight? But yeah, power will give us the people that we need to man the ship. Alright, we are out of coal now. So that means that this is going to spin down, which it already has. Further, then it will make a difference. Blame Annie. Take all this out here. And all of this out here. And while they're building things, we might as well just let them build this again. Bring in some more juice. There it goes. Your nose itches when people are talking about you behind your back? Well, that makes sense. You guys are all talking about me behind my back. So it's kind of Statue of Liberty-esque. The giant copper corroded, or not corroded, corroded? No, what's the word? Oxidized copper statue. This one's a dude, though, obviously. Yeah, I got it before you got it. Else you spelled it wrong. Still holding a book, though, which is kind of funny. And, yeah, you spelled it wrong, too, Graspian. Tarnished. No, it's not tarnished. It is holding a wrench instead of a torch and burning the gas. Graspian didn't actually spell it wrong. He just spelled it the British way as opposed to the American way. So I made fun of him for it because I do those kinds of things because I'm a jerk. I just told you. Also misspelt, yes. Misspelt. Alright, this is going to cost us a lot of hydrogen. Holding a burning wrench, interesting choice. Yes, well, it's a maintenance wrench, so it makes sense. Totally makes sense. Well, I gained 10 people back from that? Oh, because I built this then. Alright, I might have to upgrade one more city block. Let's just do it. I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Trucks are complaining. Could make more. We have capacity of 200 vehicles. We could make more. Let's delete that from our list, though. Maintenance. So this is going to get probably a little problematic. What with the trucks having to haul 144 hydrogen per month over here. It could become problematic. And so much so that maybe I shouldn't have deleted the coal plant. So we had backup. We'll see. Might be fine. Alright, so let's delete this. We burn out the hydrogen we have stored up here. And then we can delete this plant as well. Then we can finish or correct this corner. I do, though, need to ramp down, I think. The water and hydrogen in place to save deliveries? I don't think so. Ooh. Can we? Yeah, we can, actually. It costs a lot of power, though. I don't know that I want to do it because that's just going to defeat the purpose of building this for power, but we could electrolyze it. Huge pipe in the sky. Well, when I get rid of this mountain, we'll put up a refinery in here, another refinery, and it'll be fine then. But I have to get rid of that mountain first. Play with that. Alright, so you are depleted, and you have... Yeah, you're depleted now. Pipe underground? Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. I don't really want to do that. This, that. This stays because this is my water provisioning for, well, whatever else we need water for. Basically to supplement here, and whatever else we're trucking in water someplace for. Trucks. Other trucker. Some people love to put pipes underground. I'm too lazy. It's too fiddly. If they gave us a better way to handle it, I would be all for it, but I'm too lazy. I'm far too lazy for that. Let's see, you go to here. There. A couple more of these. There. Make it so. Cranking out the concrete. Yeah, so where are you guys going? Oh yeah, steam is pipe or trucking in water, or steam. Steel is trucking in water still too. Okay, and then the other one is going to the town. Yeah. Okay. We have 122 people now. Let's do an exploration. Our ship's strength is now what? 480. So we also should be able to sail all the way out here yet. We have to load the crew, Wally. Load the crew. Here we go. We should be able to sail all the way out here now. We wanted. Here we have a 470, so we could definitely attack them. Let's just go out here. See if we can stop by there on our way back, or if we don't have enough oomph for that. Also, the ship looks a little bit upgraded, too. It's all metal now. There's no more wood visible. And it hauls ass now. Xbox Game Pass is going up. Yeah. Yep. Banana hat. Jonathan, you're killing me tonight. I'm gonna fix my earbuds. There we go. They're off. Welcome in. Off, both of them? Okay. Welcome in. Thanks for the save. Getting hot in here too. The time of the year where it's not cold enough. Where what you expected, somebody's gonna have pity on me. Oh, I'm glad somebody did. It's not cold enough yet that the heat is running, so that the because the house is cooling down too much, but it's also not warm enough that the air conditioner's not running. You try to put this on cooldown? Ooh. So it gets warm in here. Kind of stuffy warm, kind of warm. So we need to ramp down here, which we're gonna do, and then we need to fill this all in as appropriate there. Yeah, well, our heat's on too, but the difference is that it's just not it's not cold enough to really bring the temperature of my office down with the door closed. So it I need to supplement it somehow. That was close though. Look at that! Holy crap! L. There we are. That was close. We almost got. Actually, I might want to take this one out. What about you? Same answer? Yeah, let's do the same answer. Mini split. What do you think that would look like for consumers who would not have game CDs anymore? Game CDs? Who buys games on CD? Yeah, you turn the heat off? Yeah, well, it's going to be summertime down under. So that makes sense. Alright, so we need to get this ramp done so that we can fill this in, so that we can build the rest of this wall, so that we can do this whole level. Separate AC heater for the office? Oh, yeah, I suppose I could. It's not really worth it. All I really have to do is open that door. I just don't because my wife's asleep across the hall. Yeah, but who buys game CDs now? That's what I'm getting at. Ooh, this is... Oh, this needs to be mined some more. Alright, let's do this one then. Collectors? Yeah, I suppose. Console people? Not so much. A lot of them just download them from what I assume. Understand. Whatever. Our recycling's working. Or reclamation or whatever. Okay. That was power. If we can maintain this, that would be awesome. Seem to be doing okay. Console peasants. Switch to digital only consoles? Yeah, see. Oh, you do try to buy hard copies of your games for PS5. I didn't think anybody really did. I mean, I have a Nintendo Switch, and I try to buy the hard copies of the games for that. Just so I can resell them if I choose to, but... Yeah, no. I think it's time. Make another excavator. Hydrogen, please. A couple more trucks to go with it. We need to build a new ramp. All the disc does today is log on so you can play the game. There's no data on there anymore. Yeah, there's still data on there. It's just an RTM version of the game. Because you can play the games offline still. At least on the Switch. I mean, I don't know about PlayStation or whatever. But on the Switch, they're not downloaded at all unless you need updates. Cleaning. You've only bought one digital game in your life of your PlayStation other than PS Plus. We need to put a ramp down here and or a ramp up here. So we're going to do that next. But we also need to clean up all this dirt on this surface at some point. So we're going to have to do both. Put a tower out here, though. right in there. And this will be not that, but ramp control tower. Let's just do rectangle. Just go big ass rectangle like that. Ish. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you don't have. It's fine. I'm gonna leave you there though, because as soon as that excavator gets made, it is made now. We're gonna go to town on it. Here we're going to allow dumping of dirt, which is good. And now we need to put ramps in here. I'm just gonna put them on this line here, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that for a bit, maybe there, and then we'll ramp down from there. Down to there. And then we'll do the same thing over here, only in reverse. So we'll have, this is probably good here. Go with this one. This a good spot to start? No, I'd rather go out one more. Go here. And then come down. 14, and then you'll be like this. Alright, and you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care which one you do first or later. Let's see. Grassman doesn't have that experience either. Install from the disk and download updates to be play offline. Yeah. So, and for me, what I've seen on the Switch, not that I have a whole lot of Switch games or play the Switch a whole lot, but yes, you download patches from the internet still. When you're done. Okay, good. Now we need this to go away. Means that your excavator can go back over here and work. And then I want to dump dirt in this zone here. Yeah. No sneaky business game. Here we go. We should be able to now delete this for real. Turn it off. Future Wally reasons. You're dumping it into there, or already did, and that'll just get recycled or whatever with the rest. It'll take them a bit of time to fill that in. And once they do, we'll have that space available for Future Wally. Switch 2, a lot of the retail games are keycards. Yes. I'm talking specifically Switch 1, which still has a lot of games that are, you know, chip-based or whatever-based. And other than the Nintendo Online stuff, game card, yeah, whatever. I really haven't downloaded any. I don't know if I've purchased any games digitally for it at this point or not. But again, like I said, I only have a handful of games. I don't play it that much. It's really I'm stuck sitting someplace and I remember to take it with me, so I play it kind of thing. So maybe like once a week. Usually when I'm stuck sitting in the car, like a couple hours or something. So yeah. Hydrogen looks like it's doing really well. We're actually producing quite a bit surplus there, which is great. Mr. Maintenance here is working out nicely as well. So we should take a look at maybe one or two more things. Boredom Killer, exactly. It's better than playing on my phone, because the games on the phone are shit games. I mean, I play them anyways, but they're shit games. Otherwise, I have to talk to you guys on Discord, which, you know, that never happens. So, yeah. So let's take a look at household appliances, because I don't want to get into the next research level right now. It's going to be a wee bit more complicated, I think. Well, maybe not. Yeah, it's going to be complicated to work on, so I think we're not going to do that. Plus, because I want to rebuild it and move it away from where steel is, because I think we're going to end up having a double steel, as we talked about previously. So I think what we'll do is have to annoy you guys. Yes, exactly. Mattman, welcome in. Nerd Shirt Alert. Today's Nerd Shirt is channel gear. Why would you be stuck? My wife likes to take the dog with us when she goes shopping. The dog is sitting in the car. But doesn't want to leave the dog in the car alone. So the dog and I go and sit in the car while my wife goes shopping. The dog sleeps, and I play games on the Nintendo Switch. Okay. So the advantage of doing research first would be that we could queue up a couple of new things before next week. Yeah. The disadvantage is we'd have to rebuild, or we had to move this whole thing around. I don't know which one's better. I don't know which one's worse. But we could do that. We probably should, since we only really have 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 to do other than that. Wife went shopping, it's usually like grocery type stuff. So I think we should do the research actually now that I've convinced myself otherwise, and then go from there. So let's take a copy of this whole piece, because we know we're going to need this still. We're going to operate under the assumption that the upgraded research lab will consume same number, but of the red ones. Which, of course, as I've been annoyed by frequently, I don't think we can tell in any way until we get there. Oh, it does tell me right there. There it is. We need 24 per lab. Okay. Let's take this. Well, you know how expensive things are. No. That's not it either. So these are making 12 each. We need, if we want to stick with 2 labs, we need 4 of these. We need 24 each. So, the short answer here is we double this. And then we have 4 of these also. Ouch. But okay. Get this started. Get this party started. Looking at numbers, I guess. You would need to be doubled because you're at maximum right now. Same with you, and you're also providing you're also not providing enough for 2 of these. This needs 8. We're currently making 12, but we're a level lower. If we kick this up to 24 and split it between the 2, we can double this. 24 from you goes into 2 of these, making 12, but we do need another one of these. So I think what I can do is shove this over here out of the way a little bit. Make a copy of this one over here somehow. Joint checking accounts and whatever? Yeah, we still have joint accounts. What are you complaining about now? You're working on that mountain while that mountain's still filling in. Could be problematic, I suppose. Yeah, we have joint bank accounts. Joint everything's, yeah. Should probably then think about stopping what you're doing, but I kind of don't want to bother. Okay, never mind. I'll just ignore it. It'll just go away on its own. Okay, so back to this. So we need to have 2 of these. 1 of these and 2 of these. So we have that. If I moved you over here, and I moved you over here, I could probably accomplish some kind of shenanigans here. We go like that. But I think I'm going to move you over by 1. Redo these belts too. So it's symmetrical. Okay, so this then I need to adjust also. Stop complaining. Let's turn this off just a second. Oh, there we are. We explored a location about an hour ago. That was good. And we came back. Beyond that location, we have a 990 and a 990. That's good. You wonder what they'll be adding to this game in the next update? That's a good question. Yeah, I think they might have hinted at what it was. Don't quote me on that. I think they might have. 470. Let's go take out this one. Down there all by itself. Excavator struggling. Oh yeah, we need some dirt dumped in here before we can do anything with that. And do I not have you set to go anywhere? Oh, that's fine. Fine. Let's turn off the dirt dumper for a while. We get some dirt up here. Because the excavator needs some help. I can't remember what it was, what they hinted at, but I think they hinted at something. I think. Yeah, I have no memories. Okay, so this is good here. We need to adjust these input boxes, though. I think what I'm going to do with them is pull them back a bit. And we'll redo the belt, of course. We're in battle. It's good. If I'm remembering anything correctly, then it would have been in their Discord announcements or one of their Steam posts or something. Publicly available stuff. I don't have anything privileged access, so anything I say is either complete random bullshit on my part, or is something I read in a publicly available place. Let's move you down to this end, just so that I can do something vaguely centered here. And that... No, they need to be further out than that. We need to have 5 spaces there. 5. Let's go with a flat lift on you. And put it over there. Flip it. Put it over there. This one goes like that. And then you guys can go in this, like this. That'll be good for these things. That's 24, that's fine. 6 and 24, that's fine. Excavator. Oh yeah, I know you're complaining. I'm sorry. Leave it alone. So that takes care of white stuff now. The next stuff is yellow, which needs paper and glass. Glass is just brought in, but paper, we're gonna need to have a total of 16 paper. Add time. This only makes 12. You bastards. That's actually the first time I've had a recipe that did not work out nicely. It's too bad. Chip was repaired. Repaired. Let's go back out again, out to here this time maybe. think that's what I want. Or battle again. This can go then up in here like that. These only need 1.5 steam, so it's nothing. Connect you like this, connect you like that. So battle, we won, everybody be surprised, and then location explored. Okay, and we'll come back and get repaired. So what I was saying, Zeroff, is if I read it someplace, I read it in like a publicly available place, I don't have any privileged information. So the likelihood of where I found it would have been either on their Discord posts or on their words, Wally, words, or on their Steam posts. So whatever I read, I read it in some publicly available spot. So I don't have anything privileged, any privileged access or anything. So you don't have to worry about that part. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Husbandry and agriculture could be interesting, especially with like growing something other than chickens, animal wise, and then bridges would be nice. So we don't have to do land bridges like this all the time. But yeah, I don't know what they would add next. I guess maybe expanding more into the space stuff, maybe. I don't know. All right, so we need to have 6 and 6, that's 12, plus 3 steams worth of this, which is 3. So we are still plenty fine with one of these. That's good. Do another one. Delete that, please. We're going to move this around. Let's also delete this. Or go to another island and build like a link settlement. Yeah, that could work too. Maybe we should do the limestone via lifts. If that's the case, then that's not the thing that I wanted. I want a U-shaped lift in there. I think the wood chips I will just do on the ground. If I do that though, then I need to back this off to here. It's fine. And then you can come in here and do another one of these lifts like that. Flip it. Go there. And this was 1.5 each. Plenty. There. And then with the world map would be world map changes would be very good too. Yep. There's a lot. Oh, I don't want that there. I want to do some shenanigans here. Then I'll be there. Let's do this, and you can go like. I should put it out there to be in line with that. Yeah. So you'll go into that one. You'll come out and go here. And then you'll also go here. Nope. Nope. You'll come out and go this way. And you'll go this way. And then you need, I think it's, what was it, like 3 water? No, either way. Any amount of water can pump the thing there. Okay, so that just expands that out a little bit. Not too bad. And then we have one of these. I'm putting paper to this thing here. And then this box and its stuff come in to this point. And we can connect that belt there. That should do. That should do. That should do. So then for these, can I do a flip? I can. Do that. Let's do adjust the alignment there? No, that's fine. Sort of. Guess you need to go there. This needs to be fixed. To be this. And this. And then, let's see, you're going that way. You need to be flipped. And we can delete this tail. Delete that tail. This one needs to be flipped as well. We need to put the connector doohickeys there. And there. And then this comes back this way. And this way. And the ones there in the end will probably get switched in to be regular belts once the build starts happening. Probably. And if they don't, it's not that big of a deal. So, let's see. That and this, good. This and that is good. Checking the numbers, we have 24 total paper, only using 16 of it. Glass, we need the same numbers, that's fine. These are each taking in 12, which is fine. And then we just need to have these, which means we need to have another box here. It's going to go in line with that, and probably right... Actually, it doesn't need to. It could be right there. That'll be electronics dose. Excellent. This can be scooched back over here. And I will do a flat lift there. And there. And out here. Flip. Your belts are straight across. You're disconnected 12 to 12. That's perfect. This can be copied. Smacked down right there. And then this comes out of here into there. These come back like this. Like this. This. Excellent. Start complaining again. Oh yeah, this again. Cover. Cover. So that gets us reds, which then gets us 2 of these upgraded labs. You need 24 to make 32. The previous ones were told to make 16, so the ratio is still the same. Train customers so they pack so much resource on them you'll never need to use the space stuff for contracts. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use those anyways in my playthrough, but I'm kind of in the same position just because I have infinite resources on world map. I'm too lazy to fight with that. So we need 2 labs still, of course. These will come in like this, and each pair will feed 1 lab.
Make it so.
Before. Make it so. How are we up, by the way? Oh, it's time. I was hoping we could get this thing started, which I think I will... we better not. Page 201. Almost the end there. The last page on the list. Almost. 201. 7 and 9 says, assumed it must be some sort of misguided diplomatic mission, saving the galaxy. Picard responds, there may be a bit of that, too. Stardust City Rag, Star Trek Picard, Season 1, Episode 5 of The Wisdom of Picard. Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll leave this here for now. We'll build it next time. We'll have to tear this down and we'll have to build it in stages so that we use the stuff that's intermediary to make the next stuff that we don't have yet. Just like we did when we did this build. We'll copy this recyclables build off of it and attach it to it there. We'll probably just build it here vaguely where it's at, but we can decide that next time. We do need to get our harvester back to work, so let's go ahead and mark that down here if we got it all done. We get enough of it done? We didn't get enough of it done. All right, well, we're going to have to get that going too. So hopefully we get some dirt dumped over here. That would be kind of nice. I don't know if they're bringing dirt in or not. I might have to fiddle with them a little bit. Harvester's complaining. That's fine. It'll complain for a little while, and then we'll get this straightened out. Rock dump needs mining X thingies. Makes sense. Are we just not doing any excavation that really provides any dirt? That could be. I'll take a look at that off camera and get those things going so we have those ramps done. So we can get more trees going because, well, we have a problem. We will have a problem with wood pretty soon. Actually, what I should probably do is delete most of these because we're going to replace these also with the larger storages. So it's probably a good time to do that. Let's do this and do this. And that'll be good too. And then next time we'll come back. We'll build this. Finish kind of checking it over, build it, and then we'll start our new set of researches here, probably with things like sugar, as we talked about previously. Glass making 2 would be good to do because it's more efficient. The larger storages, the storage tier 4s, which are the last ones, would be good. Mega vehicles we will use eventually. Conveyor belts in 3 and pipes 4 would be also nice to have in some cases. Nuclear reactor, that we're going to have to fiddle with. Greenhouse 2 is here. More vehicles and those kinds of things. We also have sausage production coming up down here. And some other things too. Arc Furnace 2, which I think is where we get the good... No, it's not where we get the good graphite recipe yet. That's here. We'll have to do that one at some point too. And we'll get those started while we working on the household appliances. Hospital once we get sugar unlocked. We could work on solar panels. I've not done solar panels in a while, so maybe we could do some of those. And then figure out what offices are, because I've never done anything with offices. So we'll leave this here for now, and we will find ourselves a raid target and get on out of here. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I saw that there are a large number of folks here watching today, both on YouTube and Twitch. So I appreciate you all coming and hanging out, lurking with me and whatnot. We're going to raid... let's see. Let's raid Constant Conrad. We haven't raided him in eons. He's playing Minecraft. So I know there's a lot of you folks probably who are Minecraft fans as well. Especially if you are playing the complicated mod packs in Minecraft like Greg Tech or something like that. But we're going to leave this here. We'll raid him. Let me do all the usual things here, like check out the YouTube channel. There's content there you haven't seen here on stream. So if you aren't following me over there, you're missing half my content, including this week being Steam Next Fest. I am going to be looking at a handful of games instead of the regularly scheduled content, but that will come back probably by Sunday or Monday, maybe Tuesday at the latest next week. We usually do 5 to 7 demos, depending on what I find, what I like, and all those kinds of things. And then also, if you aren't already in our Discord, consider joining us there. We hang out and talk about games, technology, all kinds of things, share memes, and we have a game night on Friday nights where you can come, vote on the game, suggest games that you might want to play. We play games that are cheap or free to play, and you're able to jump into on a weekly basis. You don't have to be there every week. So games like Jackbox, but also like Golf with Your Friends, Goose Goose Duck, which is an Among Us kind of clone, and other things like that. And then you can also suggest games, vote on the game we play, and then come and play it. So thank you all for coming, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. And once again, welcome in Zeroff as well. Nice to see you. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody. Bye for now.